Hello students, myself Popere KS, Assistant Professor Botany of Raj Shikshan Sanstha at RBNB College, Sri Rampur. Today I am going to start with paper 2nd of TYBSc Cell and Molecular Biology. So in that we will start with first chapter, that is history, scope and importance of molecular biology. Okay, so let us first start with definition of molecular biology, that is definition of molecular biology. So what is molecular biology? Molecular biology, it is the branch of science or branch of biology which deals with study of structure and functions of macromolecules which are involved in life processes. Okay, so what are the macromolecules? They may be nucleic acid, then proteins, the different lipoproteins and many other macromolecules which are present in this living world. Nucleic acid, mostly they are DNA and RNA. Okay, so what is the definition of molecular biology? It is a science, or it is the branch of biology that deals with study of macromolecule involved in life processes, and the macromolecules may be nucleic acid or proteins. Now we will move to the history of molecular biology, or we will give credit to the scientists which have done some important role in field of molecular biology. Okay, so we will start first with Mendel. Mendel in 1865. Okay, so Mendel has done or he had done experiment, and he had given that the characters are, he proposed that characters are controlled by factors. Okay, so first scientist Mendel in 1865, he given that characters are controlled by some factors. After that, in 1909, Johnson, he has given the name to the factors as gene. Okay, so he has given name to that factors as gene. After that, in 1928, Griffith, a scientist, he has performed an experiment, and he has given that the transformation in bacteria, transformation in the genetic material of the bacteria. Okay, so after this scientist, next is in 1934, Selsinger, he has demonstrated that bacteriophages has presence of DNA and protein both. Okay, so after that, in 1934, Selsinger has given that the bacteriophages has both DNA and presence of DNA and protein. Then after that, in 1944, that is Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, they recognizes the DNA nature of transforming principle of in Pneumococcus bacterium. Okay, they have performed the experiment in which they have found that the DNA is the transforming principle in Streptococcus pneumonia. Okay, after that, in 1953, Watson and Crick, they are the most important scientists, what they have given the double stranded helical structure of DNA. Okay, so this Watson and Crick, they are Watson and Crick, okay, they are very important in field of molecular biology as they have given the double helical structure of DNA. Okay, now after that in 1961 Jacob and Monod, they have given the lac-operon concept. Okay, lac-operon concept means there are the sequence of gene which will switch on and off on getting some inducer. On the basis of inducer, there will be a gene off and off, on and off will occur. Okay, so this lac-operon concept was given in 1961 by Jacob and Monod. After that, in 1968, Hawley in 1968, Hawley, Khurana and Nirenberg, they have got Nobel Prize for defeating the genetic codon. Okay, they have given the genetic codon. This is also very important, okay, because on the basis of genetic codon, now the translation process or the synthesis of proteins will takes place. Okay, after that in 1970 there is 3 scientists, Nipper, Korenberg and Gefter. What they have done, they have isolated DNA polymerase II. Okay, what is DNA polymerase II? It is an enzyme which help in the molecular process. Okay, I'm going to tell you further. That is translation, transcription, replication. Okay, like that DNA RNA polymerase is the 3 scientists, Nipper, Korenberg and Gefter, they have isolated the DNA polymerase II. Their functions will be I will tell that later. Now next is 1980. This is the Frederick Sanger. He has got Nobel Prize for genetic engineering. Okay, genetic engineering, it is the branch of we can say it is a branch of molecular biology or the science in which we will do the genetic manipulations. Okay, genetic manipulation in the genome of organism. Okay, so this is regarding the history of molecular biology. Now we will move to scopes and importance of molecular biology. Okay, so what we have done till now, the definition and the history of molecular biology. Okay, now we will move to the scope and importance of molecular biology. Okay, scope and importance of molecular biology. So first is what are the scope and importance of molecular biology, or where are the different means fields where molecular biology can be applied. Okay, so first important, as we all know, first is the research. In research, okay, so first we can consider as research. Okay, so we all know in research, different researchers, they use different molecular techniques for their research purpose. Okay, so like for mostly what is done in the research, that is manipulation and the analysis of DNA, RNA, proteins, and in some cases lipids also. Okay, so what is done in the research? Researchers mostly manipulate the DNA and they analyzes the DNA, RNA, proteins or different macromolecules. Okay, so this is in case of research. They are also mostly like for finding out the DNA, RNA and proteins, there is southern blotting, northern blotting, western blotting is done. Okay, And one more, that is PCR is also a technique, molecular technique, which is done for the different research purpose. Okay, PCR, it is also a molecular tool. Okay, now next we will move to the diagnosis. In diagnosis purpose also this molecular techniques are used for diagnosis purpose in case of human health. Okay, so in human health, what is done? The different, suppose there are different diseases which were occurring in humans, like pre and post inherited diseases or different genetic disorders. Okay, so this all can be find out by using molecular techniques. Okay, so diagnosis of the different diseases like inherited diseases or cancerous diseases. Okay, all this are find out by using the molecular techniques. Okay, now next can be, we can say, in gene therapy. So what is this gene therapy? Gene therapy, it is also we can say a technique, and what is done is in technique. In this technique, a particular gene is used to treat or prevent diseases. A particular type of gene is treated to prevent some diseases. Okay, so what will be our target? Target will be a single gene or a gene. Okay, so gene therapy, this is also important in case of in molecular biology. Next we can say in investigation of crime. Okay, investigation of crime means what is what will be suppose if there is any prime suspect in any crime, so we can find out, we will find some, suppose we have find some evidence at the biological spot where the crime has taken place, so that biological evidence will be compared with the DNA of the prime suspect. Okay, so investigation of crime. And here we can also say that DNA fingerprinting. Okay, DNA fingerprinting means there will be a match between, or we will link the biological evidence with the prime suspect, and we can find that if he or she is criminal or not. Okay, now next is in, we can say, in agriculture. Okay, in agriculture also this molecular biology techniques are very important. Okay, to find out the, suppose a certain type of pathogen has attacked plant, so in that also, for finding out pathogen defense, or for the GMO is genetically modified organism. Okay, so genetically modified plant is also there. We can do genetic manipulation by using different molecular techniques in plants also, and also the plant breeding programs. Okay, plant breeding, it is also done if we know the gene, the different gene or the genome of a particular organism or a plant. Okay, so this is regarding the scopes and importance of biology. There are many more important importance of molecular biology that we can study, but these are the most common. Okay, so next is we will move to the central dogma of molecular biology. This is the last topic of this first chapter. So next is the central dogma of molecular biology. Okay, so what is central dogma? Central dogma, it is the set of reactions which will take place, okay, within an organism. So first is DNA. First it will start with DNA. Next, the next molecule which is involved is the RNA, and this is we will get protein. Okay, this is the central dogma in which these three macromolecules are involved. Okay, so what is DNA? DNA, it is an double helical structure. Okay, DNA is a double helical structure. Okay, or we simply can draw it as like this. Okay, this is a simple version of this DNA. It is double helical structure. So what happened if from DNA means if replication process will take place from DNA, we will get DNA, or there will be a, so this is replication. What will happen in replication from DNA? We will get DNA only. Okay, so this is the first process of part of the central dogma. Next, from DNA, RNA. Okay, RNA, this will be a single stranded. Okay, so what will happen from RNA, from DNA, RNA will be formed, and this is by the process of transcription. Okay, by process of transcription from DNA, RNA will be synthesized. Okay, from this double stranded DNA, from one strand, only from one strand, this RNA will be synthesized by process of transcription. And now what will happen? From RNA there will be synthesis of protein. How? Now there will be, suppose some protein will be formed from this RNA, and this is by the process of translation. Okay, so central dogma involves, or it is a process in which flow of information takes place from DNA to RNA and from RNA to protein through the process. Suppose from this, if from DNA is synthesized, this process is called as replication. From DNA, RNA is synthesized, this process is called as transcription, and from RNA, protein is synthesized, this is called as translation. Okay, so suppose here this double stranded DNA, what will be there? There are some nucleotides, by different nucleotides this DNA is formed. Suppose there will be G, C, okay, so at one stand this is the information, at opposite stand what will be there? Here will be, sorry, A, T, G, C. Okay, so opposite side there will be A, T, and T will pair with A, G with C, and C with G. Okay, so here are 4 different type nucleotide will be there, that is adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. Okay, but in case of RNA, now A, there will be A, T, A, G, C, and C, G. Okay, so this is the sequence which will be formed after transcription. So this is the DNA. So flow of information from means this nucleotide sequence. On the basis of DNA, this RNA is synthesizing. So these are the different nucleotides which are forming, and after that what will happen? Now this 3 is called as the genetic code. Okay, this will code for a certain amino acid, and after that this protein is formed. So this is the central dogma. Okay, what is happening in central dogma? Flow of information is taking from DNA to RNA and RNA to protein. Okay, by the process of replication, transcription and translation. So this is regarding our first chapter, that is the definition of molecular biology, the history of molecular biology, what were the different scientists we have discussed which have done an important role in field of molecular biology. Next, the scope and importance of molecular biology and the central dogma of molecular biology. Okay, thank you.